Time now, 11:15. We're talking about this chance of winning a celebrity lifestyle, giving you a chance to drive a Ferrari or an Aston Martin for the day, courtesy of Northern Ferrari Hire, and enjoy that overnight stay at Peckforton Castle as well. It's all part and parcel of an interesting day that you'll have should you win. And with me to talk more about this, and particularly about the cars today, is Billy Jack, who's from Northern Ferrari Hire. Billy, welcome to the show. How are you, sir?
Hi, I'm fine, thanks, Mike.
Good to have you with us, and I'm looking at the man who's living the dream, basically. Here you are with all these supercars available for hire, and a chance for our listeners to drive perhaps the Ferrari or the Aston Martin. First of all, Billy, how did you get into this? Because you've been going, 6 years now? What started it all? Where did it all come from?
Well, a couple of reasons. I was operations director of a manufacturing company, but always wanted my own business. And I thought, if I'm going to pack this in and do my own business, it's not just going to be a run-of-the-mill thing. It's got to be something that I'm really, really passionate about. And then it then goes back to my childhood. I was passionate about cars, loved cars. I was one of these kids that always wanted a Ferrari. So I thought, is it possible to couple the two together? Did a business plan while I was still doing my last job, and worked out that it's feasible. But what I found was it was only companies in London that was offering this, and I thought there's a market for this up here, certainly in the north.
Yeah.
And I just built it from there.
So you've got a number of cars now, and I guess, like you say, boys and their toys in some ways, but a lot of the girls like these cars too. So I mean, it's a chance for anybody to take part in this, and you're talking about the Ferrari and the Aston Martin, particularly in this competition, but what is it like to get behind the wheel? Just to try and describe for us the feeling and the rush you get from being behind the wheel of one of the world's best supercars. It must be incredible, surely.
It really is incredible, Mike. I mean, I've been doing this job now. The company's been going for 6 years, and I'm driving these cars every day, and you never, ever get fed up. Every single time you get in it, even 6 years down the line.
It's a rotten job, but somebody's got to do it, haven't they?
Still, honestly, the rush is still there. And again, that's what our customers are telling us as well. It's the once-in-a-lifetime thing for them. It's something that they probably wouldn't have ever thought they'd be able to do. And you really can't describe it. I mean, most of these cars do about 190, or are capable of, doing about 190 miles an hour. They're just set up like racing cars. They're just magnificent to drive, and it's also the feeling you get as well, not just the performance of the car, but when people see you driving past in these cars, they never think for a second, they've hired that car. The natural assumption is, they own a £170,000 car, so they just assume that is their normal lifestyle. So it's the whole lifestyle thing.
It's amazing, isn't it? Really, it's just a chance to get a taste of it, isn't it? Just for a whole day. When you have the opportunity to drive a car like that, does the feeling take you over? Do you suddenly feel part of the rich set, and do you get that feeling? It's great to show off. We all like to show off, don't we?
Of course, that's exactly what it is. And once you get behind the wheel, and after 5 minutes, once the sort of initial sort of nerves leave you, if you like, then you really feel at one with the car, and then you realise, like it or not, people are taking your photograph. I mean, you can't. These are stunning supercars that you don't see, very often in the road. So especially when you park up and you stop, the people are taking photos of the car. So it is a whole lifestyle thing, yeah.
So when people hire a supercar like that, what sort of things do they do with it in your experience?
Well, that's a good question, because it tends to be linked to a special occasion. Most of our customers, they'll hire for a birthday, a wedding, an anniversary, a weekend away, some kind of big occasion, and in a lot of cases a once in a lifetime thing. So they'll then generally they'll maybe book a wee hotel, overnight stay somewhere, to do a sort of a little package, to go away somewhere and make a little, a mini break out of it for a weekend or whatever.
Well, it's a great opportunity, as you say, to really surprise your other half, whether it be male or female, and say, look what I got you for your birthday.
Yes,
that'd be wow, wouldn't it? Just be incredible. I wouldn't like to see my Mrs. behind the wheel of one. You wouldn't get back in the same shape at all, that's for sure. But back to the cars. I mean, how many cars have you got at your disposal, would you say, roughly? And give us some other examples apart from the Aston Martin and the Ferrari.
Absolutely. Well, we specialise in Aston Martin, Ferrari, Lamborghinis. We've always got the latest models of them here in Chester, but we work closely with another couple of companies that do what we do, which then gives us access to, we've got access to about 50 supercars of all, everything up for, from a top end Lamborghini or Ferrari right down to, I say right down to, but like, a Range Rover Sport, a 4-wheel drive Range Rover, which is much more run of the mill, but it's still, we've still got access to hire them out.
How many people get a chance to drive one of those in the lifetime?
Yeah, well, not everyone. Yeah, you're right.
Incredible. Okay, well, it sounds fantastic. We're looking forward to finding out who wins this incredible chance to drive either the Ferrari or the Aston Martin. Of course, that's a favourite of Prince Charles, isn't it? The Aston Martin. He loves those, doesn't he? You get it for the day, courtesy of Northern Ferrari Hire. You're able to drive in style to Peckforton Castle, the overnight stay, dinner and breakfast included. And all you have to do with the chance of winning this is to play Stars in Their Cars with Dave a little later on this afternoon. And it could be you having that once-in-a-lifetime experience. Don't forget, though, there are terms and conditions for the competition, which you must be aware of before entering. To do that and get those details, go to www.dee106.3.com. In the meantime, for now, thank you, Billy, for popping in. I'm so envious of what you do. I'm just thinking, I could just see one of those with Mike James written on the side, sort of running in every day. I can't get back. If you got on your hands, you just want me to drive it for you on a regular basis, don't worry about that. I'm sure I can lend it.
Yep.
But there we are.
Get a lot of offers like that.
I'm sure you do. There we go. But thanks for your time, Billy. Look forward to finding out who wins that fantastic prize.